So you want to go to college in the next 12 months. Here's something that you absolutely positively must do. And it's real simple, y'all. I promise you, every single one of you guys can do it. It costs you nothing but your time, okay? You have to do this or else you are bound to borrow. If you want to graduate with no student loan debt, keep listening. If you want to borrow debt, do what you do. Okay, go ahead and scroll. Here's what I need you to remember. In this process, while you are planning for college, that you, my friend, you, okay, with whatever GPA you have, with whatever resume you have, with however many times you failed before, you in this process are the greatest stakeholder. You are the prize. That dream school that you've got on your vision board, that flagship school in your state, the Ivy League, the brand name schools, like I like to call them, right? Not just the Ivy League, but the big schools with the big names. Even they need you to go there, or else it's real simple, y'all. They don't have an institution. They need you far more than you think you want to go to that school. So much so that they'll do whatever it takes to get you in the door. A few years ago, I was counseling a family in their college planning journey, and they wanted to go to a particular school, right? And there were some gaps in how they were going to pay for the tuition and fees. And so if you don't know, in this process, you'll get from the schools that you want to apply to, or the schools that you apply to, what's called an award letter or an offer letter, right? And so in the offer letter, it basically outlines all the money the school's going to give to you. And so this particular family didn't get enough awards from the school, and so they additionally offered the family a Parent Plus loan. Now, if you don't know what they are, in my opinion, I'll just say in a nutshell, they are the worst of the worst type of student loans. It's an entirely different process to even get them. That's how you know that they have different financial implications, but I digress. They offered the family a $20,000 additional Parent Plus loan, so that the student would just have enough to pay. And if I remember correctly, I don't even think they had enough to pay with the $20,000 student loan. What I'm saying is this, y'all. They'll do and say whatever, but they can. Why? Because this is a business and they are negotiating. Too many of you don't think that you can renegotiate what they're offering you. Hear me. If you have a really high GPA, if you're that stellar student that they want to get into their school because you keep their numbers high and you keep their donors' attention, right? Then you need to renegotiate. You need to have what's called a counter offer. All right. I would literally say to a financial aid professional, hey, this doesn't work for me financially. What opportunities do you have for students with my financial need? Because right now I want to go here, but it doesn't make sense to me financially. And I will not subject my paychecks to, number one, the plague of student loan lenders and ruin my kids' financial future. That's what's happening, y'all. We're allowing our kids' financial future to be ruined long before they even have an opportunity to establish themselves. Don't do it, parents. Don't let your kid go to college if, number one, you don't know how much it costs, and number two, most importantly, where the money is coming from. Every single semester without fail for almost the past 10 years, I get calls from families in financial crisis because they got a $20,000 bill due in 2 days and they don't know where the money is going to come from. And they say, hey, Jordan, well, what can I do? Is there any emergency? No, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do in that point. And you know what? Like, I'm being a little dramatic, but there's honestly, like, you don't have many options at that point. Did you know that 77% of college graduates finish their degree with at least $33,000 of student loans? How do I know this? Well, first of all, I'm one of them. But secondly, I worked in the financial aid industry. The difference between the 77% and the 23% is information. You do not have to borrow, but there are things that you do need. My name is Jordan Green-Ellis, and I wrote a book all about how to navigate through this process of getting your college degree with no student loans. It can be done. In fact, if you're still on the fence, then I want you to stick around and listen to the testimonials of some of the families that I've worked with.
If not for Capstone Downs University, I feel as though we would have gotten through the process, but I definitely know that we probably would have not gotten all the scholarships that we received for our son. And he does have a college fund, but again, not realizing how much college has gone up, we would have to come out of pocket and then accept some loans.
The problem is that you should have known that before you even signed up to go to the school. You should have been aware of what was going to happen, and you could have been aware if you'd asked these two questions. How much does it cost, and where's the money coming from? So ask those two questions in your college planning process. I promise you, you'll find some more money if you simply ask them. But if you don't ask them, you don't know what they have and what they don't have. Many times, I've helped families decrease debt by asking that simple question that I said to you guys earlier. Don't make the mistake of falling into the brand name school trap, because the brand name school trap has premium prices, and you know what? They're going to get that money one way or another. Don't be fooled, y'all. You are the prize. Don't be fooled, y'all. They need you more than you think you want to go there. At the end of the day, it's about getting that piece of paper, getting that degree. But I don't want you to get that piece of paper at the expense of how much paper you can earn immediately after getting that degree. You can use college as a great wealth building tool, but if you don't do it the right way, you won't get the right result. It's like using the handle of a screwdriver to drive a nail in the wall the same way you would as using a hammer. It can work, but you can't expect it to work the same way a hammer would. That's what I'm saying, that many families approach college in this way. Do not wait, because you will find yourself between a rock and a hard place, and that is the exact place where people borrow mounds and mounds of student loan debt. This video was really, really long, and I'm done. My name is Jordan Green-Ellis. I didn't even tell y'all who I was, okay? But if you've gained any value from this video, I'm getting a new video every single day out for you guys so that you can be well on your way to your debt-free degree. Hit that plus, hit that follow, hit that subscribe so that you can stay in the loop and be well on your way to graduating without debt. I'm signing out, but I'll see you soon. I got 2 kids, and when they go to college, they ain't never gonna have to borrow student loans. How can I say this so confidently? Well, since you asked, my name is Jordan Green-Ellis, and I'm your debt-free degree coach. I've helped numerous families just like yours decrease and even eliminate student loan usage. Now, I know you can expect me to say those things, and honestly, there are a bunch of people selling a bunch of stuff on the internet, so I understand if you don't believe me. And you don't have to believe me. You can see for yourself. Take a look.
Going to college debt-free was important to me because I knew that I wanted to live a life of freedom. I knew I wanted to be able to further my education and not hurt my pockets, and be able to graduate college and get into my job field and not worry about paying the government back. Working with Jordan was a very unique experience. One thing that I will say is that Jordan will get on your nerves. He will get on your nerves about applying to those scholarships, about bugging financial aid at your attended school, about, you know, them giving you more than what they need, because he knows that they have that. And he knows the ins and outs of the little details that we miss, that are so easy to miss in planning the process and even in being in college. Knowing that Jordan was there to push me higher when I felt like I could settle for whatever they were going to give me was a very empowering experience, because that's a life lesson that I can take now in going for more, when I know that there is more out there for me, and not settling for just whatever a school gives you. In my college journey, I am on track to graduate debt-free with no loans.